Dear friends, welcome to our Secret Treasure channel. Your kind comments truly motivate us, and we will continue to bring you the best solutions and insights. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow us for more exciting discoveries. Today, we have an extraordinary and highly valuable symbol to discuss. This sign is not just a random mark, it is a true representative of a hidden treasure. If you ever come across a similar sign, be sure to analyze it carefully, as these symbols often indicate buried treasures from ancient times. The 3D visual representation you see today features an arrow symbol. However, this is not just an ordinary, directional marker. The arrow is surrounded by small carvings, transforming it into a coded message. It is essential to remember that an arrow generally indicates direction, but when combined with additional engravings, its meaning changes entirely. In this specific system, the arrow does not simply point towards a path, but rather conveys crucial details about the treasure. It tells us that the hidden treasure belonged to multiple individuals, that it is not easily accessible, and that it has been concealed in a challenging location. Now, let's examine the arrow closely. You will notice two circular carvings at the start and end of the arrow. The circular mark at the starting point is a standard, well-defined carving, while the one at the tip of the arrow is shaped like a V. These two carvings are connected by the long shaft of the arrow, which symbolizes a straight path to be followed. The first thing to investigate in the surroundings is whether there is an old pathway from ancient times. If such a pathway exists, it should be followed in the indicated direction. Along this path, large rock formations will likely be encountered. Even if they are not immediately visible, they must be sought out diligently. Once you reach the rocky area, focus on finding a marking similar to the V-shaped circular engraving at the arrow's endpoint. In some cases, this V shape can indicate the presence of a well. Therefore, checking for any ancient wells nearby is crucial. If an old well is discovered within the rocky terrain, this likely means that the treasure's entrance is hidden inside the well. Meanwhile, the single standard carving at the beginning of the arrow suggests that the treasure chamber has been sealed with a large rock. While conducting your search, pay close attention to any rock formations that appear to have been deliberately placed to seal an entrance. Another fascinating detail in this symbol is the presence of three small circular carvings arranged in a triangular pattern. Each of these carvings represents an individual treasure, meaning that we are searching for a location where three different treasures have been hidden together. If we locate the treasure's hiding place, we must search for three separate treasures within the same area. The small size of the three engravings suggests that the treasures are stored within a confined space and should be relatively easy to find once access is gained. However, the real challenge lies in reaching the chamber where these treasures are kept. Beyond the main arrow and its associated engravings, there is one more noteworthy circular carving found at the edge of the rock surface. Unlike the others, this one is positioned distinctly near the rock's termination point. When such carvings are placed near the edge of a rock, they often serve as directional indicators or signposts. This particular circular engraving at the rock's edge functions as a guiding marker. In other words, we must search for the hidden treasure in the direction indicated by this marking. As we move in this direction, we should carefully observe our surroundings for an ancient path or trail. If a pathway is found, we should follow it until reaching the first significant rocky formation along the route. This is where the investigation should begin. Sometimes, as we advance in the designated direction, additional clues may appear. One of the most common secondary signs found near the treasure site is a smaller arrow carving. Furthermore, the three small circular engravings might be found again near the final location, reinforcing that the treasure is stored in a chamber within the rocky terrain. The triangular arrangement of these three engravings signifies that the hidden space resembles a chamber or room. The arrow and its accompanying markings further indicate that this chamber is concealed within the rock, and the rear circular carving confirms that it has been sealed with a large stone. Once the site has been thoroughly analyzed, the next step is to proceed with uncovering the hidden chamber. However, one must be prepared for the challenges ahead, as reaching the treasure will not be easy. It is crucial to approach this search with patience and intelligence. The effort required to unveil the hidden chamber is immense, and only those who are meticulous in their research and determined in their exploration will succeed. Always remember, the greatest treasure in life is simply being alive. May the universe bless you all with happiness, health, and peace, with my deepest respect and best wishes. Final evaluation: deciphering the hidden secrets. After analyzing both parts of our discussion, it becomes evident that ancient symbols serve as sophisticated guides to hidden treasures. These markings, left behind by past civilizations, contain complex messages that require careful interpretation, patience, and strategic exploration. Our journey through the analysis of the arrow symbol and its accompanying engravings has led us to invaluable insights about treasure hunting methodologies. One of the most striking takeaways from our analysis is the realization that these symbols are not mere coincidences or decorative carvings. Each detail, the arrow, the circular engravings, the triangular arrangements, and the V-shaped marks, plays a specific role in the treasure's location and accessibility. The presence of an arrow does not simply indicate a direction, but rather it encodes a deeper narrative about the nature of the treasure, the difficulty of its retrieval, and the challenges one must overcome to reach it. The first part of our analysis emphasized the significance of ancient pathways and their correlation with treasure locations. It highlighted that many treasure signs are meant to be followed systematically, often leading explorers through landscapes shaped by history. By recognizing the importance of natural and man-made landmarks, treasure seekers can refine their searches and avoid unnecessary excavation efforts. Equally important is the notion of multiple hidden treasures within a single site. The triangular arrangement of the three small carvings reveals that we are not merely searching for one artifact, but rather a collection of valuables hidden within a confined space. This aspect reinforces the idea that historical treasure hoards often belong to groups rather than individuals, further complicating the search process. Part 2 expanded upon these discoveries by underscoring the role of final directional markers, such as the circular engraving at the rock's edge. These marks act as ultimate indicators, suggesting that the hidden chamber is in close proximity. Moreover, the reappearance of additional engravings, such as smaller arrows or similar triangular patterns, reinforces the legitimacy of the findings and confirms that the excavation site is near completion. This entire process is a test of both skill and perseverance. It reminds us that patience, meticulous observation, and a deep understanding of historical clues are essential in uncovering the truth behind ancient treasures. Without a methodical approach, even the most promising symbols can lead to fruitless endeavors. However, it is crucial to recognize the ethical implications of treasure hunting. While these symbols and their meanings are fascinating, they also represent historical heritage. Reckless excavation can lead to the loss of invaluable historical context, damaging the true significance of these finds. Instead of viewing treasure solely as material wealth, it is imperative to appreciate its historical and cultural importance. In conclusion, deciphering treasure signs requires not just physical effort, but intellectual and ethical responsibility. The greatest reward is not just the treasure itself, but the knowledge gained from unlocking these ancient mysteries. Let this journey inspire you to look beyond the surface, think critically, and cherish the wisdom left behind by those who came before us. And above all, never forget, the most precious treasure of all is life itself. May you continue to seek knowledge, adventure, and fulfillment in your pursuits, with my deepest respect and best wishes.